our invited guest speakers. We feel privileged to have successful businessmen addressing us today. I hope we all can learn something from their experiences. Now I request all of you to rise for our American and Indian national anthems.
We have seen Indians coming to software engineer, Indians coming to real estate, liquor businesses, but many new young generation people don't know where to start. Who's their mentor? Who can be their mentor? Who can guide them, right? So I was also in the same ship. I was also thinking like, whom should I reach out to? That's when I spoke to Harish and said, why don't we do that? And Harish, like himself being a businessman, in addition to many other business people over here, he said, why not? Let's do it. Right? So I'm glad that we were able to get this seminar through ANA, American Telugu Association. I hope this will impact at least few people, and whatever questions and whatever doubts that you have, please use this seminar as a forum to ask those questions, and hopefully in America, a country which supports small businesses, which encourages small businesses like no other country in the world. No other country in the world actually supports small businesses as America does. I hope this forum becomes a point for you all to get started on your entrepreneurship journey.
Thank you, Pradeep. We just want to welcome Mr. Madhu Bhumile, our President. Welcome. And also Jai Swaraajya, our President-elect Purata. Please welcome. I think it's time for us to start our first panel. So our first panel is hotel industry. So we've been doing a lot of IT from last 20 years in US. So this is the first time, why don't we start a hotel and let's see how feasible we are, or if we have all the questions by the end of the session, we might decide whether we go for the hotel or not. Let's invite our business panel for the hotel. I would like to invite Mr. Raj Pakya, President, RJ Hospitality. Raj is a hotel developer with a robust background in and seen successful hotel projects such as Marriott, Hilton and ING. From concept selection and design procurement, construction to thing. He specializes in streamlining and operations on maximizing efficiency and effective marketing strategies. Welcome, Mr. Raj. I now take pleasure in inviting Mr. Maulesh Patel, founder, Bridgewater Asset Group. Maulesh played a pivotal role in reshaping the hospitality landscape throughout initiatives, strategies in over 20 hotel projects. He does hotel development, capital formation, acquisitions, management, and strategic industry. Welcome, Maulesh. I now take the pride in calling Mr. Patrick Papilla, attorney, archer and trainer. Patrick is seasoned litigator. Patrick is the first state trial lawyer who attained certification from Supreme Court of New Jersey. His practice includes technology, pharma, hospitality, and various industries. Welcome, Mr. Patrick. A big applause to all of them, please.
I welcome the moderators Rachimula and Ravindra Kodu on the stage, please. Thank you.
So, how your experience, how you started the business, and so on. And then we wanted to keep this as an open environment, right, where you can ask questions. More interactions is better instead of us asking like a pre-prepared questions or something. So let's start with you guys talking about yourself for a minute or two. How you started the business, how you came into this.
It's a pleasure to be here. Being among future entrepreneurs and being one and telling about our own journey. Nothing more pleasurable than talking in front of entrepreneurs. So, like many of you, I got into hotel industry because luck took me there. So I was a student here, came to study, did my masters, went into IT, was in SLP for a while. So there's a little connection here from your community. And when I was working there, I got an opportunity to put a little capital together and get into the business. Over the time, through recession or two, been through some ups and downs, and ultimately was able to get to a position where we can foresee a sustainable business future. So that's my journey, and I connect with you that my background also falls into IT. A lot of your community accidentally or with destiny being there. So thank you, and look forward to having a fruitful discussion.
My name is Jai Swaraajya. Same thing, I come with an IT background, did my master's from engineering, computer science. 2001, couldn't get an H1B sponsor at that time. So started my business, made some good friends in the hotel business, got some guidance, went out, and again my in-laws, they were in hotel business. Started in 2004, this has been 20 years journey. So say, coming from the IT background, we all can connect from there.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Patrick Papalia, and I've been involved as a legal advisor for over 25 years in the hotel hospitality business for people like Raj and Malech. And I can tell you that having success is based on having the right legal advisor from beginning all through the process. So I've had intimate experience of doing that, and it's a very dynamic field and industry. Thank you.
Welcome, Patrick, Maulesh, and Raj. Good to have you guys here. First of all, welcome to everyone. I know this is a Sunday afternoon, and I can see this full crowd of enthusiastic people. Give yourself a big hand because you're going to get some great information. So, over the years, right, the Indian community has worked hard in IT. We are obviously one of the hardest working communities. And over time, people have, free cash flow. And many of them are looking for avenues. Where do I invest this, right? Obviously, keeping it as cash is one of the worst forms of things which does not keep pace with inflation. So everybody wants to know, what do I do with this? How do I think? So ATA took this as a forum and said, let's provide an avenue where people can actually share knowledge, besides of all the cultural and risks that they need to be aware of, and what kind of actions they can take to preempt any kind of legal risks.
So the key with the hotel hospitality, similar to a lot of other industries, is identifying how to minimize risk. And part of the legal process, legal due diligence, hiring the right attorney that's familiar with that, will help you manage that. So from the time that you identify whether you're investing in a property or identify a property, you need to have proper legal guidance on the process, beginning with identification of issues with the hotel, the franchise agreements that are in place. If it's a partnership, having the proper partnership agreements in place, and the other things that flow from the legal side of having a hotel. For example, is it unionized, is it not unionized? So these are all the legal issues that you want to flag and identify and then work on how to minimize that. As was just noted, I'm a certified civil trial attorney, so my firm, we handle the M&A side, the operations side, the franchise side, all the way through the end. But one side that we also handle is the litigation side. And that's one side you don't want to be on. Having things done in the beginning correctly will save time, money, and aggravation later on. And that is important and critical. So the key to managing the risk is to make sure you have the proper legal structures, agreements in place.
Something very interesting that you come across.
Sure. Being that we're talking about hotels, I have an interesting matter involving a chain of hotels that started several years ago among a few partners. One of the persons came to the table with little to no capital. The other persons came in with the capital. And the person that had the least amount of capital was the person that was coming to the table with the expertise and knowledge to advance these hotels. And there was actually a friendship before the business partnership started, and these hotels spanned over a few states, all the way from Rhode Island into Pennsylvania and other parts. So what developed over the years was that the investment didn't turn out to be what the parties thought it would be. Might have been better to have it in a bank CD or a bank account, or maybe nowhere. So what happened in that case is that the partner who represented himself that managed the hotels turned into substantial losses throughout all of the hotels, resulting in the partners that put the equity having to come back in, including most recently having substantial tax and county taxes due for one of the hotels. So the lesson learned there is that even though you go into something and it starts out with someone that you know outside of the business relationship, make sure you know who your partner is, and don't be so blind to just trust someone with your money, only to find out years later that they haven't managed it properly. That case is now continuing. They didn't have the proper agreement in place, the proper operating agreements, etc., and it makes it even more difficult. But ultimately, the person that did all this will pay and will be responsible, but in the meantime, it's a very tough situation. So while an interesting case, it's not a good case, and most cases aren't. The one thing I'm going into my 31st year of practice now, the one thing that I can give advice on in general is litigation is something you should try to avoid. It's red ink and red tape. The key is to get the proper guidance before you get to that point, and I can tell you 4 or 5 things that could have been done differently here that could have avoided the current situation that all these partners are in.
తనవంతు కృషి చేసిన ఇతర మహిళలకు ప్రేరణ కల్పించిన ఆటా ప్రెసిడెంట్ శ్రీమతి మధి బొమ్మినేని గారిని వేదిక మీదకి సదరుగా ఆహ్వానిస్తున్నాను. ప్లీజ్ వెల్కమ్ మిస్టర్ మధు గారు. ఆటలో విరామం లేకుండా కృషి చేస్తూ తనవంతు శైలితో తనదంటూ రీతిలో ప్రతి తోటు అలసిపోని విక్రమార్కుడిలా పనిచేస్తూ తన సత్తాతో ఆట వేదికలో జయప్రదం చేసిన మన ప్రెసిడెంట్ జయచెల్ల గివింగ్ ఎ బిగ్ అప్లాస్ అండ్ వెల్కమింగ్ ఆన్ టు ద డయాస్. It's my pleasure to invite our board of trustees, Dr. Parshuram Pinnapreddy garu, Raghuveer Reddy garu, Sharath Remula garu, Srinivas Dargula garu, Srikant Gudpati garu, and Vinod Kodu garu. Please come on to the dais. Welcome you on to the dais.
I welcome ATA advisors Sudhakar Pedikari garu, past president and advisors Parmesh Bhim Reddy garu onto the stage. Ravindra Guduru garu, past president, the humble human from Atlanta, Karnataka Ras Reddy garu, please come on to the stage. I request women coordinator Mahila Shakti Sri Geeta garu to the stage. So March is a month where we celebrate Women's Day. So we have a woman president from ATA. Let us all give a big clap. I request Srikant Tumala garu, Vijay Kunduru garu, regional coordinators Dan, Vijay Gangula garu, Pradeep Vilan Chambula.
Thank you for being here today. We heard from great speakers. I learned a lot from listening to you. I'm very happy to meet and honored to address you today, as I'm also learning about all the things about starting a new business, or the pitfalls or what to need to look for.
So it's an exploration and learning together. And thank you for being here today. As a president, I am very delighted to meet a diverse group of individuals. You know, we're all coming from different backgrounds, different interests, different aspirations and goals that we have. We used to, when we first started, you know, long time, as Indians and then Telugu community, we have grown a lot and very successfully. And then from our 9-to-5 jobs that we used to do, you know, professionals or in the IT, started opening our own business and looking into other ventures. And now, I think it used to be motels or the IT industry, I know, consulting and stuff. Now I hear more and more, not anymore the gas station, they might be there, but also I learned yesterday someone's starting a plumbing and HVAC business. So there are so many opportunities for us to explore and start, and then to be successful. And then I'm so glad our business chair thought of the idea of having a seminar here today to guide and give some insights and tools to explore and what do we, you know, look for, what will work for one in their own goal, or you know what they would like to achieve. So I'm happy, very happy to learn all these things, and I wish all of you are doing the same. And then I thank all the speakers that are here today and everyone from their experiences to share. Thank you. And hopefully by next year when we have this session, some of you will be so successful in starting your venture, you come and give the guidance to the others sitting over there. So, we would like to continue to do these, more of these as we go on. But you will have another opportunity in the next couple of months when we have 18th Auto Convention and Youth Conference, which is happening in Atlanta, Georgia, June 7th to 9th. So there will be a 2 days long business community that you can interact, network, learn, you know, for 2 days. So there will be various sessions will be addressed, and then you can also bring your family, enjoy the convention. Over 10,000 people will be there, expected to be there. So it'll be fun. I would like all of you to come and participate there also and plan on it because great many things are happening. A lot of planning is going on there. So everyone, thank you for being here today for this business seminar. And I wish you all the best in your new ventures. And there will be all, you know, great success stories that we would like to hear in the very near future. And then I look forward to see you in the ATA convention in Atlanta in a couple of months. Thank you very much.
I hope you are doing well and learning something new from this business seminar. As you may or may not know, ATA business team is very strong. We've been conducting different activities in the business through seminars. So some of the things I just want to highlight what we do. You know, every 2 years we have mega conferences that happen, and during those conferences we do the 2-day business seminars. And the last one we did was in Washington DC. We had very eminent business people from all over the country here as well as in India attend those business seminars. So, and the next one will be in Atlanta, and the business seminar team, business committee is being formed. If any of you want to be part of the business committee, please come forward and let the ATA organizers know on your interest, and they will be glad to be included in part of the business community. And second thing is, you know, typically a lot of our business seminar topics and activities were limited to the technology and IT, and we have done multiple startup pitches and invested in the startup companies here in India, here in the US and in India. So those types of opportunities are always there. So our goal going forward to have a broader business community be active, not just in the technology and IT, like to now, just now, hotel industry, real estate industry, healthcare and others. So we look forward to doing more of these seminars across the country. We just, I want to mention, we just did a business seminar in Hyderabad just a couple of months ago as part of our Vehicle, and we had Hyderabad US Consul General attend that. So there, the goal is how do we increase the trade between US and India. So Telugu community became, because of its one of the strongest communities here in the US, have a good potential to increase the business between the US and India. So we look forward to more of these business seminars and your active participation in the business community. Thank you all.
In the state, for the NGOs and issues related strategic planning, internal audit, accounting, risk management, with a specific focus on leveraging technology, increasing efficiency, and drive innovation. On this, I think you are creating jobs or you are removing jobs with AI. With a deep commitment to our alma maters, Tasha is on the board of trustees for Monmouth University, including serving as a board secretary and an elected official as a member of Board of Education for Long Branch Public School District, where she served as a president and a vice president. Tasha represents the board of directors of Eastern Minority Supplier Development Council, an organization that certifies minority-owned business enterprises with corporations for business opportunities. She also leads the EY Entrepreneurs Access Network, which is called as EAN, for the state of New Jersey, a business accelerator to help Black, Latinx, Asians, CEO founders achieve new levels of growth. For any new budding entrepreneur or whoever wants to start a business, now Tasha will guide us with her comments.
Good evening. How is everyone? Fantastic. I know I have a few minutes here and the hour is late, so I will get to a couple of key points here. What I'd like to do today is to talk to you a little bit about entrepreneurship, talk a little bit about some facts, talk about 7 drivers of growth as it relates to entrepreneurship, and then I might give you a little homework at the end. Is that okay? No homework? A little bit? Okay, we'll see at the end. So a couple of facts that we already know as it relates to entrepreneurship. So 14% of the world's population are entrepreneurs. 2.5 billion people are employed by entrepreneurship ventures and business. And that has resulted in about 33 trillion, that's trillion with a T, revenue generated by 305 million entrepreneurs. So those are numbers from 2020. Imagine what those numbers are today. So the fact is that we know that entrepreneurs make a difference, that they have great ideas, but they also drive and make them a reality as well. They deliver solutions on the world's toughest challenges through purpose. We heard purpose earlier as well by our previous speaker, but they're bringing fresh thinking and they're bringing innovative solutions to the table. So at EY, and thank you for that introduction as well. A couple of things that I've done across my 28-year career is that I've worked in government, I've worked in healthcare, I've worked in technology, I've worked actually in higher education at Princeton University. I left the firm, came back to Ernst & Young about 5 years ago to lead our higher education work, but I still work with entrepreneurs, so that's another hat that I have on. And my main goal is to find opportunities and create a pipeline for entrepreneurs with corporations. Not only Ernst & Young, but a lot of the big companies that you know of, the JP Morgans, the Goldman Sachs, the Pfizer's. There's a organization called the $1 Billion Roundtable, and it is their goal to find entrepreneurs like yourself and add them to that pipeline. So we talk to entrepreneurs about 7 drivers of growth, and they're across several pillars. I'm only going to go into deep on one tonight, but those 7 drivers relate to people, technology, operations, finance, transactions, risk, my personal favorite, and then customer. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about each of those, and then we'll, like I said, I'll settle on customer. So as it relates to people as a growth driver, if you're an entrepreneur, any organization is only as good as the people that are working for it. To win the war on talent, leading businesses must build an environment that values diversity and attracts and attains the right people. Anyone that has hired anybody, unfortunately fired anyone, knows how important that is. So it's not just about having great people, but it's the right people that are going to fit the culture of your company that shares like your purpose and your vision. And that has been a big challenge even of late and post-COVID, because one of the #1 things we hear, especially with employing young people out of college, is this a remote job? People want to work remotely. People, even in businesses where, we heard the hospitality industry, I love that presentation, because I always get a mobile key when I check into the hotel. I avoid the front desk at all costs. I just want to go straight to my room and do whatever I need to do there. And so, but people are necessary in our jobs, or they're necessary in our businesses. So leading businesses connect their purpose and vision to their people so that they can drive performance management. They include reward strategies, they're driving incentives for their employees so that they can drive their ambitions, so that they can invest in their employees. And we all know that a happy employee makes better business for your overall organization. So we always start with people because that's the important factor. Technology. I heard AI a couple of times earlier today as well. What is the one language that's universal in the world? Anybody? What did you say? Oh, you're an EY alum, you cheated. Yeah, so one might think a language, right? But the language is technology. Technology is the one thing that can communicate in any verbal language, sign language, at all times, communicating information. So it goes without saying that we have to, as business leaders, find ways to integrate technology so that we can work better, quicker, we can make smarter decisions in this rapidly changing world that's supporting our operations. So going digital, using data analytics, and this traverses all industries, by the way. I'm just not talking about corporate America. Just the other day, I went to my dry cleaner, and they said, just drop your clothes off, and we'll send you an automatic text with the amount, and then you can schedule pickup for your clothes through our new online system. I dropped my stuff off and I ran out of there, right? Because I had things to do. And so even your local dry cleaner is enabling technology and what it does. So this digital technology is transforming what we do and how we interact, and really harnessing that technology, trying to automate, trying to move from paper when and where possible, has to be the key pieces. We heard AI, RPA is another thing, so that's robotic process automation. Those are two pieces that are being leveraged now today as well. Another area is around operations, and that's really just finding the right operating model that works for you. So taking like what you're trying to do strategically in your business and then delivering on that. Working with a level of strategy that supports what your customer needs are, but then also innovating around whatever industry you might be working in. So market leaders are driving continuous improvement by improving on their operations on a daily basis. And this is from what you do from a customer perspective to you thinking long-term, 10, 12, 15 years out. But the goal, because we learned this post-COVID and during COVID, is that you have to be extremely flexible in your operating model. And we unfortunately have heard the stories of businesses that haven't survived because they couldn't pivot effectively. Finance, we need money, we need capital, we need funds. That is the first thing I hear from entrepreneurs. Can you give me some money? Can you write the check? The unfortunate thing, well, the fortunate thing is there are investors out there, we heard this earlier, a lot of the big banks, if you will, are investing in businesses as well. We heard about the SBA loans. I completely concur with some of the strategies that were said there. But the point is, it's not just about writing the check, but it's about having the right strategy and plan behind that. I have an unfortunate experience of working with an entrepreneur in the last couple of years that not only had deep investment from some of the big banks, but were also, this company was on Shark Tank, it was on The Profit. I mean, every possible opportunity that most entrepreneurs would, probably go to the end of the earth to have. This company had these opportunities and they squandered every opportunities, millions and millions of dollars, because they didn't have a strong, sound business strategy for the capital they were trying to get. So make sure that when you're thinking about finance and you're thinking about how you leverage your capital, that you're also, again, strategic about it, commercial about it, and that you have a good, strong economic advisor. The last speaker, I think it was Shaker, mentioned your CPA.
హలో అందరికీ నమస్కారాలు. నేను జయంత్ చల్లా, అమెరికన్ తెలుగు అసోసియేషన్ ప్రెసిడెంట్ ఎలెక్ట్. ఈరోజు ఇక్కడ న్యూజెర్సీలో చాలా బ్రహ్మాండంగా బిజినెస్ సెమినార్ జరుపుకుంటున్నాము. సో ఈరోజు జరిగే బిజినెస్ సెమినార్ ప్రత్యేకత ఏంటంటే, ప్రతిసారి మేము జరిపే బిజినెస్ సెమినార్లో ఎక్కువ ఐటీ టెక్నాలజీ పైన ఫోకస్ చేస్తాము. కానీ అలా కాకుండా ఇక్కడ ఉన్న మన తెలుగు వాళ్ళు, అమెరికాలో 1.4 మిలియన్ తెలుగు వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు. వాళ్ళందరినీ కూడా, బిజినెస్ వాళ్ళందరినీ కూడా ఒక తాటిపై తీసుకొచ్చి నాన్ టెక్నాలజీ రియల్ ఎస్టేటే కానీ, ఇంకోటి లిక్కర్ బిజినెసే కానీ, ఫార్మాస్యూటికల్ కానీ, డిఫరెంట్ రంగాలలో కూడా ఎలా అభివృద్ధి చేయాలి అనే దాంతో ఈరోజు ఇక్కడ న్యూజెర్సీలో నిపుణులు, ఎక్స్పర్ట్స్, ఇక్కడ ఉన్న రియల్ ఎస్టేటు, వేరే డిఫరెంట్ బిజినెసెస్లో ఎక్స్పర్ట్స్ వచ్చి ఈరోజు వాళ్ళ ఎక్స్పీరియన్సెస్ షేర్ చేసి మనం కూడా ఈ బిజినెస్లో ఎలా పాల్పంచుకోవాలి, ఎలా అభివృద్ధి చేయాలి అనే దానిపైన మాట్లాడతారు. సో వీఆర్ ఆల్ లుకింగ్ ఫార్వర్డ్ టు ఇట్. ఇక్కడ ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ చేసిన హరీష్ బత్నికి చాలా కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్. సో వీఆర్ లుకింగ్ ఫార్వర్డ్ టు దిస్. We welcome all of you to come and enjoy.
అందరికీ నమస్కారము. నా పేరు రవీందర్ గూడూర్, అమెరికన్ తెలుగు అసోసియేషన్ జాయింట్ ట్రెజరర్ని. ఈరోజు రాయల్ ఆల్బర్ట్ ప్యాలెస్లో మేము బిజినెస్ సెమినార్ కండక్ట్ చేస్తున్నాము. దిస్ ఈజ్ ఎ ప్రీకర్సర్ ఫర్ నెక్స్ట్ ఇంకొక కపుల్ ఆఫ్ అవర్స్ ఆర్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఫండ్ రైజింగ్ ఉంది. అలాగే ఇవన్నీ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ మేము జూన్ 7th, 8th, 9th అట్లాంటా కన్వెన్షన్కి ప్రీకర్సర్ లాగా చేస్తున్నాము. ఈ బిజినెస్ సెమినార్ అనేది ఫస్ట్ టైం ఇన్ ఆటా హిస్టరీ. ఇంతవరకు ఎప్పుడు కూడా మేము బిజినెస్ సెమినార్ చేయలేదు. దిస్ ద ఫస్ట్ టైం విత్ సెవరల్ ప్యానలిస్ట్ కమింగ్ అప్ అండ్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ దేర్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్సెస్, దేర్ లైఫ్ స్టైల్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్, అండ్ హౌ టు సెటప్ ఎ బిజినెస్ అనే దాని గురించి మేము ఈరోజు చేస్తున్నాము. అలాగే ఈరోజు ఎంతోమంది ఎన్నో ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్కి వెళ్ళి అందరూ ఫ్రెండ్స్ వచ్చారు. అండ్ అందరికీ ఇదే మా ఆహ్వానం, జూన్ 7th, 8th, 9th అట్లాంటాలో జరిగే కన్వెన్షన్కి అందరూ రావాల్సిందిగా అందరికీ ఆహ్వానం ప్రకటిస్తున్నాం. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
హలో అండి, మై నేమ్ ఇస్ ప్రదీప్ రెడ్డి కట్ట. నేను న్యూజెర్సీ రీజనల్ కోఆర్డినేటర్ని అండ్ ఆల్సో ఐఎమ్ corporate co-chair for this business seminar. This is our first of its kind that ATA is conducting the business seminar in New Jersey, New York area. We are very pleased, America being a country which actually supports and enriches the people with small businesses. We are very pleased that we are conducting this seminar wherein people will get to know how small businesses are set up and how they are run. Thank you. We are welcoming everyone to this seminar. Thank you.
నమస్కారం అండి, నా పేరు విలాస్ జంబుల, ఆటా రీజనల్ డైరెక్టర్ న్యూజెర్సీలో. ఈరోజు బిజినెస్ సెమినార్ ఆటా ఆధ్వర్యంలో జరుగుతుంది. దీని ముఖ్య ఉద్దేశం ఏంటంటే అమెరికాలో కొత్త తరానికి బిజినెస్ అవేర్నెస్, బిజినెస్ స్టార్టప్ చేయడానికి, బిజినెస్ ఎలా స్టార్ట్ చేయాలి, కంపెనీస్ ఎలా స్టార్ట్ చేయాలి, ఎంటర్ప్రినర్గా ఎలా ఎదగాలని చెప్పేసి కొత్తగా కాన్సెప్ట్ తోటి బిజినెస్ సెమినార్ ఆటా స్టార్ట్ చేసింది. దానికి ఈరోజు ఆటా ద్వారా జరగడము, ఇది మెయిన్గా జూన్ 7, 8, 9 కన్వెన్షన్ జరుగుతుంది. ఆ కన్వెన్షన్లో కూడా అందరికీ బిజినెస్ ఆపర్చునిటీ ఎలా పెంపొందించుకోవాలని చెప్పి మంచి కార్యక్రమం ఇది. ఇది ఆటా ఇలాంటి కార్యక్రమాలు, చాలా సేవా కార్యక్రమాలు చేస్తుంది. ఇండియాలో కూడా సేవా కార్యక్రమాలు చేసింది. ఇక్కడ అమెరికాలో కూడా చాలామందికి ఎవరికి ఎన్ఆర్ఐలకి ఏ ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చినా, ఎలాంటి ఇష్యూస్ వచ్చినా కూడా ముందుండి పరిష్కరిస్తుంది. థ్యాంక్ యూ.